Chosen one. In a world that constantly demands you to speak, to explain, to justify, and to prove yourself, Allah is giving you a clear instruction. Hold your tongue. This is not the time to talk. The universe is not ready for your full light yet, and every word spoken too soon can scatter the blessings. He is preparing specifically for you. Your silence is not weakness, it is strength. Your restraint is not hesitation, it is wisdom. Every moment you stay quiet, every word you withhold, is a seed planted in the unseen, a step closer to the destiny Allah has ordained for you. The world may question your silence, may doubt your intentions, and may try to pull you into conflict. But know this: your quiet is a shield, your patience is a weapon, and your obedience to Allah's timing is what will set you apart. Stay with me, chosen one, because what you are about to learn will awaken the power of restraint, the blessing of patience, and the profound impact of holding your tongue at the right time. Chosen one, understand this with every fiber of your being. The energy Allah has placed within you is sacred, unique, and unmatched, and it is far too powerful to be scattered carelessly through words spoken at the wrong time. Every syllable carries weight, and every conversation has the potential to either preserve or dissipate the spiritual force that Allah is cultivating within you. Which is why He instructs you to hold your tongue, to restrain yourself, and to remain quietly observant while the world rages around you, unaware of the destiny being woven behind the scenes. Silence is not passivity, it is protection, a divine shield that safeguards your clarity, your focus, and your divine mission, allowing your energy to accumulate and amplify in ways unseen and unimaginable to anyone else. And while others waste their breath in arguments, gossip, and distractions, you are silently being aligned with blessings, opportunities, and spiritual revelations that will one day manifest in ways so powerful that the world will finally witness the magnitude of what Allah has been preparing for you all along. Yet in this moment, your restraint is tested, your patience is refined, and your obedience is measured, because the chosen ones are not defined by the noise they make or the arguments they win, but by the invisible strength they carry, the peace they radiate even in chaos, and the unwavering trust they place in Allah's plan, knowing that the right words at the wrong time can destroy years of preparation, while the right silence at the perfect moment can unleash miracles that will leave generations in awe. Your energy, chosen one, is too precious to scatter, too potent to waste, and too sacred to be misused. And Allah's command to remain quiet is His way of telling you that what is within you is not meant for the ignorant, the unready, or the impatient. It is meant for the appointed time, the divinely orchestrated moment, when every stored seed of power, every ounce of patience, and every silent prayer will converge into a manifestation so profound that no one will doubt the hand of Allah guiding your path. And until that moment comes, your silence is your sanctuary, your strength, and your ultimate protection. Chosen one, understand that nothing in your life happens by accident, and every moment, every pause, every delay is divinely orchestrated by Allah, whose wisdom surpasses all human comprehension. For there is a time to speak and a time to remain silent, a time to act and a time to wait. And the chosen ones are those who recognize that patience in the unseen is the cornerstone of divine success. Every plan you hold, every dream you nurture, and every intention in your heart has its appointed hour, and speaking too soon, revealing too much, or asserting yourself before the time Allah has determined can unravel what has been meticulously prepared behind the veil, while silence allows unseen forces, angels, and divine arrangements to align in ways that no human eye can perceive. The world pressures you to hurry, to explain, to justify, and to prove your worth. But the truly chosen walk a different path, a path where restraint is a weapon, patience is power, and trust in Allah's timing is the ultimate strategy, because the right word at the wrong moment can destroy what years of preparation have built, while the right silence at the perfect time can unleash blessings, open doors, and shift destinies beyond imagination. Every delay you experience is a mercy. Every moment of waiting is a protection, and every pause in speech is an investment in the monumental impact you are destined to make. And though impatience may whisper that you are forgotten, that your efforts are wasted, that your prayers are unheard, the chosen ones know that Allah's timing is flawless, that He sees every hidden struggle, and that what is delayed is never denied. For behind every unseen moment is a preparation for a revelation so grand that the world will have no choice but to recognize the hand of Allah guiding your life. And so you remain quiet, steadfast, and unwavering, knowing that silence is not emptiness, waiting is not inaction, and patience is not resignation, but rather a profound act of trust, surrender, and alignment with the divine order, because timing, chosen one, is the invisible architect of miracles, the secret behind every success, and the proof that Allah's plan is always far greater than human imagination. And in this waiting, your destiny is silently, meticulously, and gloriously being perfected. Chosen one, never underestimate the profound strength that comes from watching, listening, and understanding before speaking, because Allah has gifted you with insight that the world often overlooks, and this insight is sharpened not by noise, not by arguments, and not by trying to assert yourself, but by patience, attentiveness, and the silent study of the people, circumstances, and energies around you. Every glance you notice, every subtle word you hear, and every hidden motive you perceive is a thread in the intricate tapestry Allah is weaving for your life. And by observing with intention, you begin to see the truth behind appearances, the reality beneath deception, and the paths that others cannot discern. For the chosen ones are never rushed, never reactive, and never distracted by superficial chaos, but instead they cultivate a clarity that only comes when one refuses to speak prematurely and instead allows Allah's wisdom to illuminate their vision, while others are caught in the whirlwind of opinions, gossip, and rash reactions. Your quiet vigilance transforms into knowledge, strategy, and divine guidance, allowing you to navigate life with precision, avoid traps set by envy or ignorance, and recognize opportunities that only the patient observer can seize. And understand this, chosen one. Every moment you remain silent, your understanding deepens, your intuition strengthens, and your ability to discern truth from falsehood becomes unparalleled. For Allah has designed the world in layers. What most see is surface, but what the chosen ones perceive in silence is essence, reality, and destiny itself. And through this divine observation, you learn to act at the perfect moment, speak with intention, and influence outcomes, not by force, not by haste, but by the quiet mastery of knowing exactly when and how Allah wants you to move, because your eyes, ears, and heart become the instruments of His will. Your understanding becomes a weapon that cannot be countered, And your patience in remaining unseen and unheard is the very force that positions you to fulfill the extraordinary purpose Allah has chosen only for you. And the world may never understand the depth of your perception, but Allah sees it all, rewards it all, and will one day unveil to you the magnitude of what your quiet vigilance has achieved. Chosen one, understand this truth with the depth of your soul. Every word that passes through your lips carries immense weight, more than you may ever realize, and Allah has placed within you a responsibility so sacred that speaking without purpose, without divine guidance, or without perfect timing could unravel blessings, sow confusion, or even create consequences that ripple far beyond your imagination. For the chosen ones are not measured by how much they speak, but by the profound power of what they do speak, and the restraint of their silence becomes a testament to their obedience, wisdom, and spiritual alignment. And know this, the tongue is not just an organ of communication, it is a sacred instrument, capable of healing, blessing, guiding, and inspiring. Yet it is equally capable of harming, corrupting, and destroying if used recklessly, which is why Allah instructs His chosen servants to hold their tongues when the time is not right, to weigh every word, and to allow patience to govern speech, because words released without the perfect timing of Allah can dissipate the energy He has entrusted to you, dilute the impact of your future declarations, and even alert the wrong people to the power and purpose He is cultivating within you. And while the world may tempt you to speak to prove yourself, defend your honor, or explain your position, the chosen ones know that the truest power is in alignment with divine timing, in restraint, and in trusting Allah to position your words when they will carry maximum impact and blessings. For a single word spoken at the appointed time can change destinies, open doors that were sealed for decades, inspire hearts that were hardened by the world, and awaken souls that were blind to truth. Whereas words spoken prematurely can create unnecessary conflict, alert enemies, or disperse the spiritual energy that has been silently accumulating in your life. Your speech, chosen one, is an extension of your obedience, a reflection of your inner state, and a vessel through which Allah's light can flow into the world. And when you choose silence over haste, when you choose observation over reaction, when you choose patience over impulse, you are not merely restraining yourself, you are allowing Allah to perfect your timing, to bless your impact, and to ensure that your words, when they do emerge, will carry a force so profound that it will be undeniable, unmistakable, and unforgettable. And understand this: the chosen ones are entrusted with messages, wisdom, and insight that can only be revealed when the world is ready, and so your silence is not emptiness, your restraint is not inaction, and your patience is not weakness, but rather a sacred preparation of the very moment when Allah will allow your voice to manifest in alignment with His divine plan, to guide hearts, shift realities, and fulfill purposes that were hidden from human perception. And in this sacred pause, you are being trained, refined, and elevated in ways that cannot be replicated by those who speak without awareness or act without divine guidance, because the power of your words is inseparable from the sanctity of your silence, the purity of your intention, and the alignment of your heart with Allah. And the day will come when every whispered prayer, every restrained comment, every silent observation will converge into a single moment of undeniable divine impact, and the world will witness not just your words, but the perfection of Allah's timing in every syllable you speak, And in that moment, chosen one, you will understand why silence was your greatest teacher, restraint was your greatest ally, and patience was the vessel through which your sacred words were prepared to change the course of lives, awaken souls, and fulfill the mission only Allah entrusted to you. Chosen one, understand this with every fiber of your being. The world often mistakes speech for strength, noise for power, and reaction for wisdom. Yet Allah has gifted you with a clarity that few possess, a quiet understanding that transcends the need to constantly explain, justify, or defend yourself, because true spiritual maturity is not measured by how loudly you proclaim your knowledge, how fiercely you argue, or how quickly you react to provocation, but by the depth of your restraint, the steadiness of your composure, and the unwavering trust you place in Allah's plan, even when the world around you seems chaotic, hostile, or impatient. And the chosen ones are those who have learned that silence is not emptiness, but an active, powerful state of being, a conscious alignment with the divine that allows unseen forces to work on your behalf, protects your energy from the unnecessary drain of conflict, and positions you to act, speak, or move only when Allah has decreed that the time is right. Understand that every moment you choose quiet over haste, observation over reaction, and patience over impulsiveness is a declaration of your obedience to Allah and a demonstration of your spiritual growth, because in silence you are cultivating discernment, refining your character, and building a foundation that words alone could never achieve. And while the world often pressures you to prove yourself, assert your rights, or respond to every challenge, the chosen ones know that rushing to speak without divine guidance can create obstacles, alert adversaries, and disperse the blessings that Allah is quietly preparing for them. And this is why silence is not merely a defensive act, but a sacred strategy, a manifestation of inner strength, and a sign of spiritual elevation. For those who are spiritually mature, understand that speaking too soon often comes from ego, fear, or desire, whereas the quiet heart speaks only when it has been aligned with divine wisdom. And in every silent moment, your soul is absorbing lessons, your spirit is gaining fortitude, and your connection with Allah is deepening in ways that the noisy, impatient, or reactive cannot comprehend. And you are learning to see beyond appearances, to recognize intentions that are hidden, and to navigate the world with a precision that only the patient observer can achieve. Every silent pause is a moment of preparation for action. Every withheld word is a reservoir of power for the right moment. And every patient breath is a testimony to your maturity and trust in Allah, because the chosen ones are not defined by how much they say or how quickly they respond, but by how perfectly they align their words and actions with the will of Allah, knowing that the right statement at the right moment can transform lives, awaken hearts, and fulfill divine decrees, while the wrong statement at the wrong time can destroy years of preparation, weaken influence, and create unnecessary strife. And this awareness is what separates the spiritually mature from the spiritually immature, the chosen ones from the ordinary, and the blessed from the misguided. For spiritual maturity is not about knowledge alone, nor about power, influence, or recognition, but about the ability to restrain oneself, to choose silence over impulse, to wait for the perfect timing decreed by Allah, and to trust that every unseen effort, every quiet decision, and every patient moment is being multiplied in ways unseen and beyond human comprehension, so that when the time comes to speak, act, or step into your purpose, your impact will be undeniable Your words will resonate with authority, and your presence will carry the weight of divine wisdom, because those who master silence are not merely quiet. They are aligned, fortified, elevated, and prepared to fulfill the extraordinary mission Allah has reserved only for His chosen ones. And the world may never see the effort, struggle, and patience behind your quiet exterior, but Allah sees it all, rewards it all, and will reveal to you the greatness that was quietly being built in every silent, steadfast, and spiritually mature moment of your journey. Chosen one, hear this with every fiber of your being. Patience is not merely waiting. It is a profound state of faith, a deliberate surrender to the wisdom and timing of Allah, and a secret power that multiplies every blessing silently, invisibly, and beyond human comprehension. For Allah has decreed that those He chooses must learn to endure, to persevere, and to remain steadfast, while the world questions, doubts, and pressures them to act prematurely, because the chosen ones are not governed by the impatience of the crowd, the noise of the world, or the fleeting desires of the ego, but by a divine alignment with what is destined and perfect. And every trial, delay, or challenge placed before you is a mechanism for your elevation, a purification of your intentions, and a preparation for blessings so monumental that speaking, acting, or revealing yourself too soon could dissipate them, diminish their impact, or even alert those who wish to thwart your progress. Understand, chosen one, that every moment of waiting is a moment in which your spiritual, emotional, and intellectual faculties are being refined. Every second of silence is an investment in unseen rewards, and every breath of endurance is being recorded in ways that only Allah sees and multiplies according to His infinite wisdom. And the blessings awaiting you are not random, trivial, or accidental. They are tailored, precise, and designed to match the scale of your patience, the depth of your surrender, and the purity of your heart. For Allah's system is perfect, and every delay, every obstacle, every moment of apparent stagnation is being orchestrated to ensure that when your breakthrough arrives, it is not merely sufficient, but abundant beyond imagination, so that your heart, soul, and life reflect the glory of His planning. Know this, chosen one: impatience can destroy, haste can blind, and premature action can unravel the intricate fabric of divine preparation. But patience is the multiplier of blessings, the secret key to unlocking doors no human effort alone could ever open, and the invisible force that aligns circumstances, people, and opportunities in ways that feel miraculous, yet are the result of perfect divine orchestration. And as you endure, remain quiet and trust Allah's timing. Unseen forces are moving on your behalf. Angels are recording your restraint. The heavens are preparing the provision destined for you, and every prayer whispered in the stillness of your heart is being compounded into a treasure of rewards that no worldly distraction can touch. The chosen ones recognize that patience is not passive. It is a proactive state of trust, an active engagement with the divine plan, and a conscious decision to remain aligned, steadfast, and unwavering despite trials, misunderstandings, or delays. For each moment of waiting strengthens your spirit, clarifies your vision, and prepares you to receive the blessings in a way that maximizes their impact, not just for you, but for the lives you are destined to influence, the hearts you are meant to awaken, and the purposes Allah has uniquely assigned to your journey. And understand this truth deeply. Every hardship you endure, every setback you face, Every moment the world pressures you to act before your appointed time is itself a blessing in disguise, a preparation for the manifestation of divine rewards that will astonish you and those around you. For patience is the crucible in which the chosen ones are forged, the quiet power that transforms trials into triumphs, and the unseen multiplier that takes what seems small and ordinary and turns it into something extraordinary, eternal, and unparalleled. And so you hold your tongue, restrain your actions, and endure with unwavering faith, because in your quiet patience, the blessings are silently accumulating, the doors are silently being opened, and the reality of Allah's promises is being meticulously, invisibly, and irrevocably prepared for you. And the day will come, chosen one, when every test, every trial, every moment of endurance will converge into a manifestation so magnificent that the world will recognize the divine orchestration behind it, and you will understand with clarity, awe, and gratitude that patience was never passive, waiting was never wasted, and every silent, restrained, and faithful moment was in fact the very force that multiplied your blessings beyond measure, beyond expectation, and beyond imagination, proving once and for all that Allah's timing is flawless, His wisdom is infinite, and His chosen servants are rewarded far more abundantly than they could ever see, feel, or comprehend in the moment. For He multiplies not only what you receive, but the spiritual, emotional, and unseen power you gain while waiting, and this is why the chosen ones are patient, quiet, and steadfast, because they understand that endurance is not a burden, delay is not a punishment, and silence is not emptiness. They are the very instruments through which Allah multiplies blessings, elevates souls, and fulfills destiny. Chosen one, understand this truth with the deepest certainty. Your silence is not emptiness, your restraint is not weakness, and your patience is not inaction, for Allah has ordained that the chosen ones move through the world quietly, observing, preparing, and aligning themselves with divine timing, so that when the appointed moment arrives, every word, every action, and every presence becomes a force of undeniable impact. And know that the world into which you are stepping is not yet ready to fully receive your light, your wisdom, or the blessings Allah has prepared for you, which is why He instructs you now to hold your tongue, to remain unseen, and to trust in His perfect orchestration. For what is being built within you, in silence, is a power, a clarity, and a divine influence that cannot be replicated by the impatient, the hasty, or those who speak without guidance. And every conversation you withhold, every restraint you exercise, and every moment of quiet endurance is a seed planted by Allah that will grow into influence, blessings, and opportunities so monumental that the world will look upon your arrival in awe, unable to comprehend how such precision, impact, and authority could manifest seemingly effortlessly. Yet, it is the fruit of patient alignment with divine wisdom, unseen preparation, and the meticulous orchestration of destiny that only Allah can create. The chosen ones understand that the universe moves according to divine timing, that people, events, and circumstances are aligned invisibly long before human perception can grasp them, and that speaking or acting too soon can scatter the very forces that are silently arranging themselves for your emergence. So your silence now is a sacred strategy, a divine shield, and a preparatory force that ensures every step you take, every word you speak, and every action you undertake will carry the maximum blessing, influence, and transformative power. And while the world may pressure you to explain yourself, justify your presence, or assert your worth, remember that the chosen ones do not rely on human validation or immediate recognition. Their impact is measured in alignment with Allah's plan, their success is multiplied by divine timing, and their presence becomes a catalyst for change precisely because they have waited, prepared, and remained patient in silence, allowing unseen forces to arrange circumstances, remove obstacles, and place allies, opportunities, and blessings in perfect alignment for the moment of their manifestation. And understand this deeply. The very silence you practice now is what gives your words authority, your actions influence, and your presence undeniable power. For nothing carries the weight of truth, wisdom, and divine purpose like the words spoken and the steps taken at the appointed hour, after preparation, after patience, and after alignment with Allah's will. And every delayed recognition, every unseen struggle, every moment of enduring quiet is being multiplied into a reality so powerful that it will shift perspectives, awaken hearts, and fulfill purposes that had remained dormant until the perfect timing arrived. And the chosen ones know that the world is not ready for them until Allah decrees it, until every door is perfectly aligned, every heart is positioned to receive the message, and every circumstance has been meticulously arranged to maximize the impact of their emergence. And this is why you remain quiet, chosen one. Not because your light is weak, not because your purpose is incomplete, but because Allah is preparing the world for your arrival, orchestrating every detail in the unseen, and multiplying your patience, endurance, and silent faith into a force that will transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. And when the appointed moment comes, the silence you held, the patience you cultivated, and the restraint you exercised will converge into a manifestation so profound, so undeniable, and so divinely perfect that the world will recognize Allah's hand moving through you. The hearts of people will be shifted, blessings will overflow in abundance, and the mission Allah entrusted to you will unfold exactly as He intended, proving that silence is not inaction, patience is not delay, and the quiet of the chosen ones is the very instrument through which divine timing, preparation, and blessing are multiplied beyond measure, leaving the world in awe and the heart eternally grateful. For Allah's wisdom is flawless, His timing perfect, and His chosen servants, who trust, wait, and remain silent, are the vessels through which His power, purpose, and light are revealed in ways that no one can ignore, resist, or replicate. And your arrival, chosen one, will not just be noticed. It will be remembered for generations as the moment when patience, silence, and divine preparation converged to unleash the blessings, influence, and destiny that Allah had reserved for you alone. Chosen one, remember this with every beat of your heart. Your silence is not emptiness, your patience is not weakness, and your restraint is not wasted effort. They are the very instruments through which Allah is shaping your destiny, multiplying your blessings, and preparing the world for your arrival. Every lesson you've absorbed today, from protecting your energy, trusting in timing, observing with clarity, honoring the sanctity of your words, embracing spiritual maturity, cultivating patience, to understanding that your quiet prepares the world for you, is a reminder that you are walking a path few can understand, a path divinely ordained and meticulously guided by Allah Himself. The world may rush, doubt, and pressure you, but your strength lies in waiting, in holding your tongue, in allowing the unseen forces of Allah to orchestrate your journey with perfect precision. You are not just surviving this season of silence, you are being elevated, refined, and empowered to step into a purpose that will change lives, awaken hearts, and manifest blessings in ways beyond imagination. So walk forward with unwavering faith, chosen one, knowing that every quiet moment, every restrained word, and every act of patient obedience is being multiplied into a force so powerful that when your appointed time arrives, your presence, your words, and your actions will resonate with the authority, wisdom, and divine light of Allah Himself. Trust in the process, honor your silence, and embrace the power within you, for the world is waiting, and your moment has been prepared since the beginning of time.